Hey, we are live. Hi, good morning, bright and early after a very late night fireworks display for me. um,
Yes.
I posted this morning, good morning, everybody. I posted this morning on my personal status that it's so great to be up late and have this full, amazing life and still pop out of bed the next morning, bright and early. So excited to jump in and do what you love. And today I
Yeah.
have the privilege and pleasure of welcoming my dear beloved friend, my absolute go-to business mentor, and the brilliant I think the most powerful and amazing teacher of the online challenge. She's just an expert in creating online challenges. Alina Vincent is here with us today. Yay!
Hey, so happy to be here. I feel the same way. Like I would not have gotten up for anything else. I think I went to bed like at 1 a.m. last night. We had some teenagers here, but it was such a pleasure to wake up because I knew I would be talking to you.
Yay! I felt the same way. I felt the same way. And I see that we are live and we've got a couple folks already joining us. If you're
Yay.
here, go ahead and say hi. We're broadcasting on Be Live and we're inside a group. So the comments and where they show up and when they show up is a little bit in limbo. They're working that out with Facebook, but we're here and we want to answer your questions. We are both watching our feeds so that we can see when you chime in. If you're here, say hey. We're going to talk about the power of online challenges today. Let me see if I can use my technology and show, look, I did it. It says the power of online challenges.
Yay, good job.
Alina has been leading this amazing, what is it, genre of marketing outreach in the industry. And she's here today to talk to us about the power of online challenges, what they are, what they can do. And it's really exciting to have you here. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Awesome. So
That was such a beautiful introduction, by the way. I love that. Thank you.
you're welcome. We're going to have a lot of gushing love fest. Selena and I are.
Yeah, we like each other.
Oh. My phone's talking to me there. I turned
Oh,
this.
people are saying hi,
Yeah.
Georgia and Farrell. So yay, we can see you. We can see your
Excellent.
comments.
Hey, Georgia. Georgia's
Yeah.
very interested in challenges.
Oh,
Um,
awesome.
yeah,
So feel
she's
free to
an
ask questions too as we're talking.
Yeah, absolutely. If you have questions as we're talking, type them in. We are going to give you feedback on those and totally answer as many as we can. Let's start with what is an online challenge? Like, let's define
Ooh,
what.
good question. Okay, so first of all, it's online challenge doesn't mean like, oh, how hard it is to be online. So we're not
Right.
talking about those kind of challenges.
That's a
We're,
whole different thing. That's
we're
one of my
talking,
specialties, right? For people who would hate to, feel frightened or nervous or insecure or confused about how to say it. That's not what we're talking about.
yeah, that's the different meaning of the word. So word. So what we're talking and focusing on today, online challenge, it's basically a call to action for somebody to do something that they've been wanting to do. It's kind of like you challenging someone to learn a new habit or learn a new skill or to do something for a week or longer. So a challenge in when it comes to online marketing world, it's a mini training. Usually the best optimal length is about 5 days. That's what I teach. My formula is 5 day online challenges that you run through Facebook, that you run through Facebook groups. And it's a training where people start at the same time. You give them all the same challenge. And for 5 days, they stick to it. They try to do something. You give them training. You give them little assignments. And then they see amazing results. And after 5 days, this is it. They accomplish the promise that you gave them at the beginning of the challenge. So that's basically what online challenges are all about.
Yeah, awesome. So my first question after that, now that we know what we're talking about, is how I talk to people a lot about, visibility, and we can get so caught up in being visible that we forget the point of being visible is to actually get clients, right?
Yes.
So how
Yeah.
do online challenges help you convert or engage? I know that they're great about engaging. We can talk about that too, but how do they help you get clients? How do they turn your followers into clients?
Ooh, I can talk about it for like 8 hours straight. How much
Great.
time do we have?
No, I know.
And yeah, hi guys. I see you posting and like little hearts. I like that. Okay, so first of all,
So welcome, Alina.
I just want to make sure we're good with when it comes to online challenges. So I'm going to give you a couple of example of challenges. So
Great.
challenge challenges could be on any topic in any industry for any level of business. So a challenge could be like 5 days to better sleep, or 5 days to lose 5 pounds, or 5 days to start writing a blog, or 5 days to start walking every morning. So challenges could be absolutely anything. The way you design the challenge is you think of what is your expertise, like what is that topic that you want to be known for? Like when you become visible, how do you want people to know you? How do you want people to refer to you? And you create a challenge that highlights that expertise. So that's basically, challenges are amazing positioning tool, because in a very short period of time, you can create a huge buzz around your name and around your expertise. And because challenge is a mini training, it's not as complicated as creating a whole full-blown event or a whole full-blown online program that's like 11 modules and goes
Right.
over 6 months. All of that is like a big undertaking.
I'm already
But
tired.
yeah. However, imagine just in 5 days, it's a very short period of time, but you give people very precise assignments that allow them to see little wins right away. So you tell them, try this and see the results. Now try this and see the results. So they associate that feeling of, wow, I'm starting to see results. I can do this. This
Yeah.
is doable with you and your expertise. So not only it hugely increases your visibility, but it makes them feel, well, the reality of it is you are helping them achieve the results.
I
And when
love that. Getting results is super powerful. There's a lot of people talking that I've been following for a long time about empty promises, you know, and sometimes when we are figuring out how to give our message, how to say what we're doing, we feel afraid of giving these empty promises, or can I deliver the results? So it's also just a great way to own your own, like know that you can help people get results, but it's that I love that that's so specific and daily, you know, it's proof, it's tangible proof that you're
100%.
giving
And
those
that's
results.
how it leads to getting clients, because nowadays people are kind of cautious. You tell them, sign up for this program, and they go, I've never experienced you. I don't know if you're going to give me results, or I've signed up for something similar before.
Or
Online
I've tried a
challenges are
million
free.
different things and
Yes.
haven't gotten any results.
Yes. So online challenges, because they're free, it's kind of like an appetizer. So you're telling them, see how much you can accomplish with me in 5 days. Now, would you like to take my next offer? And that's when you invite them to your program. So because of that, anytime you do an online challenge and you get this buzz and you get this feeling of people who go, I'm finally getting somewhere, it's so much easier to convert those people into clients. So there's two pieces to that. One is your know, like, and trust factor goes through the roof. The visibility goes through the roof. There's a whole bunch of social proof, because lots of people getting results in front of each other. And you said about the engagement, because we're doing it all in a Facebook group. The engagement is through the roof. And when people engage with you, your content, in each other, the engagement equals conversions. The more engaged people are, the more conversions you're going to get. So it's all like, the challenges can give you visibility. It's going to position you. You're going to be creating your digital offers, some trainings, and they're amazing for getting your clients online.
That's,
so there.
that's so true. I mean, we're in my group right now, and I will tell you all that Alina has been my mentor for building this group, and I'm seeing amazing community. We have people showing up. I know who we've got 3 folks here right now, and I know people have come back.
Really good question too.
Yeah, we do have that good question. You want to jump into that next?
We could, or
yeah. Let's talk about, I would love, you know, I think that we've kind of covered this idea of how you monetize, you know, like how it builds that. That feels really complete for me. But I did want to say that Alina is a master when it comes to engaging in using Facebook as a platform to actually get real clients that are aligned, that love you, that are getting results.
Pay money.
That pay you and hire you. And that is, it is important, because I say this in this group a lot, and I think it's always great to be reminded that it's when people make that investment with us that they get the true deep transformation that we're here to bring, right? So having fun, engaging, easy, quick tools to be able to create that level of contribution, and have it in turn contribute back into you through clients so that you can help more people, the cycle of contributing and thriving, right? It's super powerful. It's super powerful. And challenge, and you're so good at making them fun.
Well, and 100%. It's the easiest and the funnest way to get clients on Facebook right now. But one thing you really mentioned that I want to emphasize is they're really fast because there's so many other marketing methods, even the methods I teach, that take time. They take months, sometimes even a year. Like if you're trying to do something like automated webinar sequence where you have Facebook
Here, here.
ads and automated webinar, sometimes it takes a year to optimize it and make sure it's running. If you're doing a big launch, that takes like months and months of preparation. This one you can do in a matter of weeks. Like you have to think about it for a week, promote it for a week, and run it for a week. And basically, once you start running it, in 5 days you can start getting clients. It's not
Yeah,
something that takes long time, and it doesn't matter where you are, at which level you are. And the
that's right.
question was like, where do we get started? I can jump into the question right now if you'd
Yeah,
like.
let's jump into that question. I'm going to show it.
Sure.
And I think this is, I can't see
That's
who it's
from
from.
Georgia.
I think it's from Georgia. Yeah, great. So it says, can you go through the steps to show the easiest way to start with the least amount of tech to do your very first challenge?
Yes.
Charles.
And so
It's early. I was up late.
basically, uh, one of the reasons my clients love doing challenges is because you don't really have to have any money to get started. You don't have to
That's
invest in anything, most likely. So let me explain why. We run challenges in Facebook groups. That's your platform. Facebook groups are free. And even if you don't have a Facebook group, a challenge is an amazing way to start your group. I was just helping somebody to do their first challenge a month ago or so. And in a week, she had her challenge. She had about 1,000 people participating in her challenge,
right.
and her group went from zero. So the group didn't exist until the day the challenge started, and now I think she's got like 900 people in her group. So
That's
it's all
amazing.
like in a matter
Georgia,
of
are you
weeks.
listening? That's Georgia. She's going to
Yes. So basically, if you're thinking like, oh, I don't have a Facebook group yet, doing a challenge creates your amazing Facebook group. So Facebook group is free. The easy tool to use. They're so easy to participate, so easy to create, so easy to engage. That's the first thing you need. You need to have some kind of a system to send emails. And I recommend, especially if you're first starting out, MailChimp. You can use completely free version of a MailChimp, or you can like splurge and do the $10 a month account. Like if you can do that, then you can also create some automation in it as well.
automation. That's
Um,
right.
and within the same MailChimp for the same $10, you can create beautiful opt-in pages, beautiful thank you pages. So that's it. That's all the technology you need. You need a page where people can come and say, yes, I want to sign up for your challenge, give you their email, and then you need a system that sends them email, which is the same MailChimp, and then you invite them to Facebook group, and that's where everything is happening.
That's right.
The content you can host on a free account on YouTube, and that's it. So there's really not much you have to learn or do to run your first challenge. So I hope
Yeah.
that answers your question.
I, I hope so. I'm sure it does. I can hear Georgia going, oh, girl, I'm going to do this. I'm
Nice,
talking to
nice.
her later next week. Fantastic. Fantastic. So what makes a great challenge?
Ooh, that's a big question too. Do you want to take down the question too?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me do that.
Okay, so great challenges. Number one, it has to be doable. So when I work with clients or somebody comes to me and says, I would like a consultation on like I do a lot of VIP days on challenges. So
Mhm.
somebody would come to me and say, here's my idea. The very first thing I look at is how long is the challenge? So my recommendation, as I already mentioned, is 5-day challenges because they're the most optimal. There's something it's like a mini commitment. People say, yeah, I can do anything for 5 days. If you
Yeah.
go to like a 3-day, there's just not enough of the momentum to get the
Mm.
engagement, to get people
Mhm.
to get to know you. As soon as you go over 5 days, like even if it's a week, even if it's 10 days, and I see a lot of challenges like that, the engagement will drop dramatically. And especially people who say, oh, I'm going to do 21-day challenge, a 30-day challenge. Those are amazing, but you have to ask for payment for those. So
Yeah.
as free challenges, those don't work because after the first week, life happens, other things happen,
Yeah.
people lose attention. And if you lost their attention, you will not be able to monetize it at the end. You will not be able to convert it. So I've run 21-day challenges, I've run 30-day challenges, but usually only if they're already my clients and it's a fulfillment thing, or if I'm charging them money for it. Like it could be $300, it could be $1,000, and then they're happy to stay with you for the whole 3 weeks or a month or
Yeah,
longer.
they've made that
So
investment. Yeah.
yeah. So if your goal for the challenge is to get this boost of visibility and get new clients, 5 days is the optimal length. So that's the very first thing for me, what makes for a really good, successful, and profitable free online challenge. The
Awesome.
second piece is, what is
And
the
you can kind of
promise?
like dedicate a week, right? You just
Yeah.
like, this week, I'm going to focus on this one thing. I'm always helping people focus on one form of visibility instead of like, I'm going to do this and that and this and that,
Yes.
right? It's a great focus. And when we focus like that, the clients that focus and join us and play with us is great, but the business owner focusing on that, you know, and the way you do it, it takes like 15 minutes a day. And it's so
Yes.
easy, right? So I can like do that first. And I've really made a huge contribution to my business in a really focused short amount of time. So I think I'm with you on the 5 days. I think it's great to just have a focus. It can almost be like a vacation for some entrepreneurs to have a focus instead of like, I'm working on this and I'm doing that.
Yes.
Right? So
yeah. So, and then actually the second piece is how doable it is. So that's the second, because every challenge has to have a promise. Like at the end of this week, you'll be able to blog, or at the end of this week, you'll know how to set up your MailChimp campaign, or at the end of this week, you'll be sugar free, whatever the promise is. So the next question I ask is that doable to do in basically 5 days? And it's doable. Like, will you actually fulfill that promise at the end? And is it doable every day for people to accomplish what you want them to accomplish? So every step needs to be doable, like you said, in 10, 15 minutes a day. Otherwise, people don't stick with it.
right.
And will they see the result at the end of the week? So you don't want challenges that, like, you gave them a whole bunch of information and it's going to take them a couple months to actually start seeing the result.
Yeah.
You want to pick topics that give you results immediately. So every day people go, oh my gosh, this just shifted, or this just changed. I see the result. I feel better. I just published something. This is working now. So you have to give those things all the time. So that would be like the second piece. And the third piece is the engagement. You need to have very good strategies for making sure people are sticking to it and coming back every day. And the reason, so there's gamification, there's prizes, there's lots of way to make people interact with each other and feed off of each other and engage with you and your content for the 5 days. So those are three elements, I would say.
Awesome. Told you it'd be juicy, you guys. We have another question. I'm guessing. Sorry, I can't see it. It's from Georgia again, but it is about how you get that enrollment to the challenge.
Do you want to put the question?
Yeah, I'm going to put it up.
Okay, I have the tech ready that you mentioned, just a teeny email list, yay, in a Facebook group. Just have trouble getting so many enrollments in the challenge. How do you do that? Woo! Okay.
It's a good question.
Oh, everything is good questions.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the top questions that my people are concerned about. And the first question, like, how do I get people into it? So first of all, it's you promoting it the same way how you promote everything else. And I always say, like, you don't need to pay anything for advertisement to do it. If you do, it will, of course, add more leads. But a lot of my clients start without spending a penny on Facebook ads at all. Like, I use now Facebook ads because it adds to it. But I'm going to take you back from when I first was starting with challenges, which was like close to 5 years ago. So what I did was I didn't have much of a list. I didn't have much of a following. I wasn't a known name. So I posted on my Facebook profile. I posted in the Facebook groups I was in. I posted on my fan page. And I sent email to my tiny list. I put it like in the email signature for my regular email. I had flyers.
That's a great tool. I love that one. I just want to capture that because I know.
Sure.
So Alina starts going through this and your mind explodes. Thank God we'll be able to watch the replay. Right? But having what you're promoting now, the challenge in your email signature, phenomenal. Tactics.
Yeah, awesome. So I wrote a blog around the topic that my challenge was around. I published that. I did some interviews with people, like just free interviews. That was way before the Facebook Live. What did we have? Blab was there.
Right. Periscope is around, I
Yeah, so any kind of free interviews that you can get to promote it. I even went to local networking events, so I'm part of the eWomen network. So I went and I had flyers that basically half of it said, here's what this challenge is going to be about, here's what you're going to get out. It's completely free. The bottom, they could just tear out, write their name and email, and I went home with like a stack of them to put them into my challenge because they just gave me permission. I've done little speaking, like lunch and learns, or like 20-minute speaking things about a month or 2 weeks before the challenge started. And every single person in the room enrolled into it because it's a no-brainer. It's free, and you're going to get free access to your free feedback, free coaching, and free training. So like there's so many ways to promote it. And another, when I have a ninja trick.
Yeah, I love your ninja tricks. I live by them.
One other thing I always do, and by the way, I have my own challenge starting next week on Monday. It's called Visibility Kickstarter. If you want to see what opt-in pages look like, if you want to kind of actually experience as a participant, and you will get the email with that ninja trick that I'm talking about. That's what made me think of it.
Awesome.
Michelle, you have a link somewhere.
I'm going to post that link here.
Yeah, so if you want to sign up and actually go through the challenge as a participant, experience it, it's a great learning tool. But here's the ninja trick. So when people sign up, I send them email that says, yay, you're in, we're going to start on such and such date, here's what expect. And about a day later, they're going to get another email that says, it's so much more fun if you do challenging with a friend. Here's a little snippet with a link that says, I just joined this challenge. I'm really hoping to do XYZ. You should do it with me. And then my people end up promoting, like people who already invested or joined the challenge are promoting to their friends to bring more people into the group. And that easily adds like 20 to 30% of the participants because that's social proof. It's not me saying, this is really good, you should sign up. This is like me going like, hey, Michelle, I'm doing this. I think you should do it with me. So that is a really cool ninja
let
trick.
me take that. Let me just jump in and say, I'm doing Alina's challenge, and I'd love to have you come play with us. I think I've done all of your challenges since I've known.
This is new. So this is like
the new one. Yeah.
Well, it's a rebranded and renewed and because it has to do with Facebook, and Facebook is changing every 5 minutes.
Every 5 minutes.
So I'm redoing all of the videos with the best new methods and techniques. Yes. Yeah.
And there is just, for an entrepreneur, for an online business, digital marketer, whatever you are, however you are, coach, healer, whatever, having the momentum and the focus. Again, I'm just going to go back. That's why I jump into I love Alina. She's my go-to. So I always love playing with you. And as you've already experienced, if you're watching live or when you watch the replay, she's got, strategy after strategy after strategy. But there's that momentum of joining a group and committing your energy for 5 days together and getting ideas from other people and collaborating together and having that focus point. So I've got other stuff going on. I've got programs I'm running and I've got emails going out. But I was like, I knew I could do this for 10, 15 minutes a day and, perfectly imperfect if I have to, but the momentum of being in the group and, experiencing your challenge with you've got a huge Facebook group that's super thriving and we get to all play in there and see everybody else. It's like raising the vibration of a whole group of us to really jump our businesses forward.
Nice. Yeah. Did we actually say what the name of the challenge is?
Did I? I think I just put,
it's called Visibility Kickstarter. So talking about visibility, it's totally aligned with everything you're doing, Michelle.
Yeah, totally. Absolutely. I'm going to see if I can do that here. Let's see.
And you might want to take that comment off your forehead. At least that's where I see it. It might be on the bottom of your screen.
On my forehead. Yeah, I'm going to put it in here. There we go.
Awesome. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Do we have any other questions? I know George has been soaking this up. Yay, Farrell's in. She's excited for the challenge.
Yay. Okay, that's exciting.
Yeah, it's great.
We're starting on Monday. It's going to be so much fun.
That's right. Yay, yay. Perfect little it's the 4th of July being in the middle of the week is so weird. It's like, are we on vacation? Are we not on vacation? So it was nice to have that kind of like anchor to get me jump started back into July.
Nice, nice, very
I
cool.
don't have any other questions here. So I'm so excited. Thank you so much for being here. And as always, providing this huge wealth of information. I will see you in your killer Facebook group where I love to come and play anyway. I don't think
Yes.
I've been one of the featured participants lately. I got to get back in there.
I know. Last time I interviewed was quite a few months ago. We need to fix
Yeah,
that.
we need to play some more.
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
So thank you so much for being here and sharing your amazing experience, and the clarity and the strategy that comes through is always a gift and a huge contribution. I'm honored to have you here in our group. And for those of you here live or watching the replay, absolutely click that bit.ly link in the comments and join this challenge and check it out for yourself. The visibility kickstart, we can, no matter where we are in our business, I think we can always use a kickstart, and it's super fun to play. And like we were sharing at the beginning of the call, waking up every day and jumping into something that's fun is not only awesome, an awesome way to live, but it's also great for business. It's great for connecting and engaging your clients. When you're having fun, people are drawn to you. So thank you so much, Alina.
And I just want to say, if you're watching this as a replay and you have questions, feel free to post them here. I'll be monitoring this, and just make sure to tag me, or Michelle, you can tag me. And after the challenge is over, I'll be doing some additional trainings around challenges. So if you have questions, if you actually get encouraged and excited about running your own challenges, Michelle, I'm sure will keep you posted. Stay tuned.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and thank you so much for having me here this morning. I really enjoyed this.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Have an amazing weekend to you all. Thank you again, Alina, and I'll see you all in the challenge. All right. Have a great one. Bye.
Bye.